they've talked about Rasheer ever since he was drafted being a stretch 5. But really, I thought you were going to go out on a limb and tell us you will wear a tux on New Year's Eve, even in the afternoon.
Not in the afternoon, no. I have a T-shirt. Was it Greg Sager's T-shirt that it's kind of like a tux? I can wear a tux T-shirt.
Your bow tie's not going to make it into a truck.
Right. My coat may not either. Yeah, none of that's going to make it.
Phoenix in New Orleans taking on the Pelicans. Second game of a back-to-back after Phoenix won a tight one on Friday night. Dylan Brooks and Colin Gillespie combined for 30 in Friday's game, and they pick up right where they left off. Nice feed from Gillespie.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the hell's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great fucking day today.
Wide open Trey Murphy the third. We see a lot in this game.
Today we got the Suns playing the Wizards.
Dylan Brooks
from Washington, D.C., our nation's capital.
This one knocking down the three. That's when Zion Williamson
Gonna be a good game tonight, I sure hope.
20 points last night off the bench would stride for the lay-in, but that's when Colin Gillespie would take over. Over a 5-minute stretch, 5 threes on 5 attempts.
But yeah,
That's 13 made threes now for Gillespie.
I'm excited for this game. I'm always excited. I'm getting excited for every game.
All smiles for the Suns as they take
know.
a 9-point lead. Then big fly inside Oso Iguodala.
Just her.
8 points and 10 boards off the feed from Jordan Goodwin, and the Suns led by double digits at halftime. One of the most exciting rookies in the league this year, Derek Queen, getting things going. Doing it on both ends, 10 points, 4 boards in the first few minutes of the third quarter. He had a 21-point, 11-rebound double-double, and the Suns were only up by 4. More Pelicans basketball on the steal by Murphy. Up ahead, McGowan's can't finish, but a nice job to tip it in by.
But yeah, so this is the first, or actually, it's like there was a series. Last game was last 2 games were a series, 2-game series. But we don't have that. It's just one game, standalone game, as normal in the NBA. So yeah, this game is the 3rd game of this road trip. We play the Cavaliers on Wednesday, and then Friday we're back at home.
24, it's a 3-point game. But Devin Booker silences the crowd. That snapped a 3-minute field goal drought. And then one more time, Booker had 30 on Friday. He had 20 in this one. 50 points over the 2-game back-to-back as the Suns pull away, win at 123, 114 to win their 3rd straight.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go.
From the Big Easy to the nation's capital, the end of the year roadie takes us to D.C.
Yeah, I want to say that my thoughts are with Dunny Hamlin. You know, that shit fucking sucks. His dad died in a fire last night. It's pretty terrible. Yeah, I knew that somebody had died in it because they had said that somebody died but didn't identify the person. But yeah, it was Dunny Hamlin's dad. So, rest in peace to Dennis Hamlin. It's fucking tragic.
Yeah, you know, I'm super happy for these guys. I hate saying I'm proud of them because it sounds a little condescending, but I am so proud of them. Those guys, these are two guys who have banged around over the last year in the G League. And when they
Just
can
terrible.
come in and do this on the big stage, in the NBA, on the road, it just shows you how tough they are.
Bouye just cannot say and deliver enough superlatives about what he has done. Just such a steady performer.
Yeah, you know, in game one, he didn't make a shot, and it was the first time all year he looked human, right? Comes back in game two the next night and just...
But yeah, anyway, we got a game to play tonight. Let's see the starting lineup for tonight's game.
Yeah, you know, this is the key to Jordan Ott's offense. Normally, this team gets wide open, great looks, and if we make shots, we're going to play pretty well. And the thing is, even when we haven't made shots this year, we've found a way to win games and stay in games and give ourselves...
So the starting lineup for the visiting Phoenix Suns, we got Colin Gillespie, Devin Booker, Dylan Brooks, Royce O'Neal, and Osa Iguodaro in our starting five.
Here tonight from downtown DC. Well, this club ready to roll.
For the Washington Wizards,
Washington's young big man Alex Sarr displaying an array of talent. And of course, with no Mark Williams, Phoenix will need the continued strong play from Oso, and they'll need even more of that big Nick energy. Time for some MNH Monday Night Hoops. Suns, Wizards next here on Arizona's Family Sports.
so they will start McCollum, Trey Johnson, Jameer Watkins, Coulibaly, and Sarr. Coulibaly. What the fuck is that name? Coulibaly.
They blended timeless tradition,
Jesus
with
Christ.
revolution, driving them forward, creating enduring solutions. Today, our past shapes our future, preparing us for the climb. Innovation never stops, legacy never fades. That's the true gift of time. Tissot.
Yeah, Denny's number 4 on trending right now. Number 3 on trending. Chester?
Nick in Nolens was huge when Mark Williams was ejected.
Yeah, I mean, he's had some great games for the Suns.
But yeah, Mark Williams is suspended tonight. This is, he has been suspended for the fight with Jose Alvarado. I think it's kind of a bullshit suspension, but I'm also not surprised by it. Jose Alvarado got suspended 2 games, so he'll miss 2 games, but Mark Williams just suspended tonight. He'll be back on Wednesday. It's bullshit.
These two guys that we just mentioned
It really is.
maybe be thrown into the mix.
How about a head fake? I want to see him go up and block some. I think he's going to block some shots. So get the young guy in foul trouble.
Kind of nice too when you can give teams different looks, and certainly when you go from a Mark Williams to Oso, who could be the hub of the offense, and then Nick, who just wants to battle inside.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice combination of guys. It really is. You know, guys that go guard down on the floor and guys who can be strong and physical inside. It's a blessing.
don't take this Wizards team light. Started 1-15, but they have won 6 of their last 14, including back-to-back.
But yeah, I was expecting a 3-game suspension for Jose Alvarado, but it's just a 2-game suspension. And then I wasn't surprised. I knew Mark Williams wasn't going to get any more than 1, but he did get the 1-game suspension.
Down! Watch me! Watch me! Down! Let's come down with the ball. Get a match up. Here we go, guys. Let's get down. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ellis erstwhile on USC knocks down the 3 ball.
Boo! You know the rules. Hand down, man down. Like so, Ryan, put him in a dungeon. Kobe, if you cut it, cut. Yeah, I got that. Come on. Yeah, oh! Yeah! Oh! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on!
Barkley's looking for three-point shooters himself. Nice pass.
And the double results in these. Good head and shoulder fake. And he got the basket down. On the break, Barkley.
Johnson was open, elected not to take the shot. Barkley back in, falling off and hitting over Oscar. They lead the NBA in attempts and makes from three-point range. Barkley has suddenly gotten hot. Turnaround, Charles. Barkley over 4. That ball away has been working all afternoon. Over Herrera, Barkley has another. No way to stop that. Murray dribbles free and finds a wide open Barkley. 36 in the game.
A 10-5-2 record when it comes to D-zone giveaways. Now, this is another interesting nugget.
Sportsbook. Play your game. Michelob Ultra. Superior light beer. Fry's Food Stores. Fresh for everyone. Y Refi. Rescuing Americans from private student loan debt. And by Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Achieve legendary status. You do you at Gila River Resorts and Casinos.
On a brisk late December night here for the nation's capital, we for the Suns and the Wizards inside the Capital One Arena. Let's take a look at our Hero Bread starting lineup. First off, with this Wizards team coming in back-to-back wins, 7-23 overall. They'll be led by Trey Johnson, C.J. McCollum, Bilal Coulibaly, Jameer Watkins, and Alex Sarr. But the Suns will be Colin Gillespie, Devin Booker, Dylan Brooks, Royce O'Neal, and getting a second consecutive start, Oso Ighodaro. Now let's swing it down to Amanda.
Well, Dylan Brooks was able to take in an NBA game last night when the Wizards faced off against Memphis, and he said, all in all, it was a great experience. He got to sit in the
Dylan Brooks was at the Wizards game last night against the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies was his former team, so catching up with old teammates.
Right there with John Moran, he said it was great to be able to catch up with him. They grew up a lot together when they were teammates, and just being in the NBA, he said we understand we have the same grind. Now, Dylan also admitted that he was at the game to scout Washington, and after evaluating the matchup, he said, we have to get offensive rebounds and take care of the basketball. We can't fall into the same trap.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him go off tonight.
We need to take the game seriously and play hard throughout the full 48 minutes, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much, Amanda. I mean, he is an absolute basketball junkie.
That has to be. I mean, on an off night, you go to a Wizards game. That's kind of like they used to do back in the old days before you could watch everything on the computer. But it was good to see him there. We had a couple of our coaches. I know Justin Maxey went, Mike Muscala went, doing their thing, scouting the Wizards. So I feel like we're fully prepared.
Let's get a look at the keys of the game, brought to you by your Valley Chevy dealers.
Well, K-Ray, you know, you got to get to these shooters. They've got a lot of guys on the team that can shoot that ball. A lot of young players, too. A lot of guys that our guys might not even know. So you got to be in tune with the shooters. You got to pressure these guys all night. Not the greatest ball handling team. C.J. McCollum, of course, is. And then you got to have good communication throughout the night. And you got to be able to guard even when you don't have communication. Because they do a lot of small type stuff.
Lights out and away we go.
You got to really be in tune.
Game 3 of this 4-game to that sweet spot, but that one spins out on him.
I love that action. I love anything that you can get Devin Booker in throwback old two-guard actions where he's coming off of action with speed.
20 points in the game on Saturday night. 7 guys in double figures. It really was a
Damn.
team game. As a quick roll to the basket there by Koulibaly.
You know, this team has been playing better of late, and you have to, there you go, Devin, get to the line. You got to be really mindful of these guys in transition. They are playing better, and they do have a lot of young, talented players.
Second youngest team in the NBA, just behind Brooklyn. As the youth movement continues, Book getting to the stripe. That's going to be key again here tonight. We saw get there 8 times on Saturday night. It was 5 of 8.
Book missed the first one.
Here tonight.
He's had his struggles from the line.
86% on the season.
He made the second one.
Take 1 and 2.
Dylan has the assignment on Trey Johnson, the rookie, and as you can see already, he's bodying him.
PJ
Nice.
McCollum, tough drive to the basket. Well defended that time by Oso to force the miss.
I'm just gonna say right now, I hate these Wizards jerseys. These like
Working that
special
big body.
jerseys that they have.
McCollum gets the kick.
Dylan?
3 on the way,
Nope.
off the mark. Oso couldn't quite get a hand on it. Sarr's a big body, long arms to get around.
He's really gotten better this year. Had a good summer.
Damn.
As Trey Johnson makes that jumper. Again, Trey Johnson is a pure scorer. He's starting to figure out where to get his shots, where he's going to get, aside from three-pointers.
That is his 45th made.
There you go, Oso.
with
Bringing the
roll
boom.
on the nice feed.
Oso's playing so well recently. I mean, after a bit of a slow start this year, he's really starting to find his groove.
Yeah, and what would you attribute that to? Because there was a stretch there about 5 or 6 games where really just kind of seemed lost and out of place, but then just as quickly flipped the switch over the last 2.5 weeks.
His stick-to-itiveness, being able to fight through that. Royce turns it over there. Oso's ability to stick with it, but also and playing with confidence now. When you don't have confidence, there's almost nothing you can do, and when you do have it, there's nothing you can't do.
Yeah, it's a great point. Tough drive to the basket. That one's blocked away.
That's big for Oso, too. He's not a traditional, rim big, as we see Colin come off here. Nice pass to Oso for the easy dunk. Oso's getting better and better at protecting that paint.
Yeah, it kind of ties in what you're saying about the confidence.
Yeah, exactly. There's different ways to protect the rim. You can take charges, you can step up early. He's doing a much better job.
Damn.
Dylan on the spin. That was a little
Roy,
flat.
oh.
Sorry, and he's also doing that.
Come on,
He's getting
Buck.
his hands on offensive rebounds. If he can't secure it, he's tapping it to teammates.
Book on the
There you go.
drive. Absorbed the contact and still got the finish.
Bully ball on the rookie.
I would say we'll see a fair amount of that as Sarr with one hard dribble lost it. Iguodaro there to scoop it ahead, now to O'Neal.
Great help by Royce.
Suns in transition on a tie game. Iguodaro had that one poked away into the hands of now C.J. McCollum. McCollum finds the trailer. O'Neal got a hand on it. He's looking back to the Suns bench. He thought it was all ball.
Royce has some of the best hands in the league. I mean, he's not the most bouncy athlete, but look, I mean, I'd be surprised. That's a clean ball there. He's just got, when you don't have the explosiveness that some of the guys have, you've got to be able to counter that in other ways, and Royce's hands are some of the best.
Royce with a steal in a game on Saturday night. There is Jordan Ott. Hometown just 2 hours from here, McConnellsburg, Pennsylvania. So as you might imagine, he's got parents in town, along with some friends and family, and a guy he's familiar with.
Yeah, he made
Keith,
both the free throws.
A couple of stops, primarily in Brooklyn. Now in his 3rd season as the Washington coach.
My son Zeke started there with those guys in Brooklyn several years ago.
Yeah, both coaches having nothing but compliments about what they've each accomplished. His book turns it over. Here's the rookie Johnson, able to get back to the right hand, beats it in heavy traffic. Again, Oso there, contesting, forcing the miss. Gillespie runs it out. Deep 3 on the way from Royce.
Oso in there fighting on the offensive glass again, gets us another possession.
Last touch by Koulibaly, 3rd-year player out of France.
not the biggest lineup the Wizards have in the game right now, but man, they're all athletic and long and can really shoot the basket.
Book able to connect on that.
There you go,
open
Book.
baseline.
It's like a layup. It really is. I mean, he just shoots the ball effortlessly.
Here's McCollum at a season high
Damn.
46. Strives to the basket there with a strong finish. McCollum had 16 points in the game last night. Oso season opening on the drive and kick sets up Booker. Booker working on the young Frenchman. Couple of ball fakes, swings it across to O'Neal, sets up Gillespie, catch and shoot.
Holland!
That is why he is number one in the association of catch and shoot threes, 53%.
I've said it before. He shoots such a straight ball when he's on balance, much like our guy Steve Nash. We said it in the last broadcast. You know, when he gets his feet set and his shoulders square, very rarely misses right and left. It's long or short.
Sarr has to jump a pass out to Koulibaly as the shot clock winding down. That went batted away. Last touch by Watkins. Suns in transition here. Gillespie on the scoop pass now to Brooks.
Dillon.
Dillon will fire the three.
Nope.
Back tab again. Iguodala.
Oh, Royce. To
O'Neal over
Book.
the
Book for
shoulder to
three.
Booker. Squares, fires.
Nope.
Just off the mark. And we'll get a loose ball foul called down inside. That'll be charged against Oso. Getting the start again here tonight. No Mark Williams, suspended for one game, if you've not heard, as a result of Saturday night's dust up.
The guys have been calling him Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali, yeah.
They called him Mark Van Hagler earlier.
Yeah, the bus was in full trolling mode
Mark Tyson.
on poor Mark on the drive to the airport Saturday night. Taking it all in stride, but yeah, he is not even in the building tonight.
Not allowed.
I didn't know that you're not allowed like totally in the building.
Can't you watch it from the back?
I mean, now he didn't have any beef with anybody here.
Right,
it was
right.
in New
Come
Orleans
on.
as Brooks spins into the paint.
Seems like unfair punishment. Also, I think it is unfair punishment. What's Mark supposed to do? He's defending himself from a guy who's trying to throw haymakers.
A foot shorter than him, and he's trying to knock the hand down.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could go on and on about that penalty, but Gillespie driving right past Sarr, swings the pass to Brooks, touch pass
Book.
to Booker. There's Johnson, a rookie with a quick pull-up. Had 14 points last night.
Trey Johnson is going to be a magnificent scorer in this league for
Royce.
a long time. He just scored.
There you go, Royce.
Yeah, Roy.
And timeout, Washington.
Three from Rolls Royce, coming off of a 15-point outing Saturday night. That'll prompt the Brian Keefe and Washington timeout. Suns in front.
Royce for three. So beautiful to see. Suns by 4.
Wizards here in downtown D.C. 5:58 to go in the first.
Damn, that wind out there is crazy.
COB Smiles, and where there are a number of reasons this team is winning, but those numbers really at the core.
You know, some folks might say who watched the Suns the last 2 or 3 years that those teams had a higher end talent on the team with Kevin Durant, Brad Beal, and whatnot. There's a lot to be said for playing a gritty, grimy, dirty style of basketball. First, second, third, fifth, tied for fifth. No, the last couple years in every one of those categories, this franchise was near the bottom.
Yeah. We just talked about, what the good things that happen when you play hard and hard consistently.
Absolutely.
Marvin Bagley checking into the game. Bagley, of course, a second overall pick, now in his 8th season.
Marvin came in and worked out with our guys a bunch this summer. We had open gym basically over at the facility. As the Wiz knocked down a 3 from the corner there, but Marvin was in our gym quite a bit this summer. Good young man.
Yeah, it really looks like he's healthy and he's kind of found a home, found a belief system here under Brian Keefe, and probably seeing the most consistent play of his career.
Agreed. A very high draft pick, and some might have said, the first, few years that he was a little bit of a disappointment, but I'm with you. Some guys, it just takes, everybody's running their own race, and Marvin sure seems to have found what his role is in this league and how he's going to be able to carve out a long career.
Well, and look, it's not
So Nick Richards is checking in.
It is the
Is he actually going to get some meaningful minutes?
Out at that age with so little real basketball experience.
That's right. Some guys can do it. Some guys are physically mature. Some guys are emotionally mature, and some guys it just takes a while.
Watkins setting up on the near corner, won't get the favorable bounce this time as Richards had that shot blocked away a moment ago by Coulibaly.
Jameer Watkins is a very nice basketball player. Played at Florida State. Someone we thought very highly of during the draft process also.
Dillon just off the mark on the 3 ball. Suns 2 of 8 to start from downtown. Here's McCollum. Kicks a pass out. Another open look. Watkins can't connect. The rookie 43rd pick overall signed a 2-way deal in early July with Washington. Dillon on a drive and the turnaround. Everything just a little short right now for Dillon.
Yep.
McCollum on the drive. Kicks the pass out to Coulibaly.
Damn.
Threes are flowing here early for Washington. They come in 17th in the association at 36%. Just behind Phoenix.
Our defenders can't get sucked in when the penetration comes. You've got to stick with those corner threes because they're going to let every one of them fly.
6:01 here for Washington. Book floats into the paint. That one off the mark. But kept alive by Richards' activity. Baseline pull-up for Booker. No. Richards grabbing the offensive glass, and he'll generate the foul call there on Coulibaly.
Excellent job by Nick. And one of the hardest things to do as a player is when you haven't been playing regularly and you're thrown into a situation like he was in New Orleans the other night when Mark got ejected, like he is tonight, is to come in and find your rhythm. And the best way to do that is just by playing your tail off. He tracked that offensive rebound down from the other side of the lane.
Well, and Jordan made sure to point out, in his postgame, talking about the job that Nick did, and you bring up a great point. At the same time, he sat over there and he's seen the guys who have come in and the kind of plays they're making. It's exactly what he's done here his first couple minutes.
That's exactly right. It's a great point, K-Ray. You don't want to be the outlier when a team is, you've been sitting watching a team for a couple of weeks because he hasn't been in the rotation. You see how hard they play, how hard they're pursuing the rebounds, how hard they're diving on the floor. You don't want to come in and be the one guy that's not doing that.
Lamar Bouye checking into the game here for the Suns. Along with Jordan Goodwin. Fires a 3. Welcome back.
There you go, Jordan.
His foot might have been on the line there, K-Ray. That's one of those you just hate.
Oh, that was a long 2.
Playing with so much
that sucks. A long 2.
Yeah, Suns really take off in that second half. Was pivotal in the Suns being able to pull away and grab the win.
This is Will Riley, and he's
got Rasheer Fleming in the game.
Not that time.
There you go, nice.
That guy, Richards, rising up for the rejection. Goodwin on the jab step, floats a pass out. Bouye there to grab it.
Jamari Bouye plays with so much
Bouye?
poise. I mean, you can't speed him up. You can't slow him down. He just plays at his pace.
Yeah, he is dictating terms every time he's on the floor. Strong drive to the basket,
Nice.
off the mark. Booker grabbing the rebound. Suns with numbers if they want to push it. Booker driving, gets inside.
That scream is just so funny.
Going back the other way, the Wizards.
Book trying to get the call. He's got to get back into play right now.
Good pull-up by Malachi Branham. They're going to run a lot of bodies at you here tonight. Coming off of the back-to-back, as we said, second youngest team.
Yeah, and
Very
were at
fast
the
first
hotel
quarter
last
we got
night,
going on
those
here.
Guys on TV, you know, they in the first quarter they played a good 11, 12 guys.
Pocket pass inside. Richards able to hang, but forcing the miss inside. Good defense recovery there by Branham. Booker able to get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds. This is to a timeout. 2:12 to go here, first quarter.
Timeout here.
Wizards in front by 2, 19-17.
You're the chef?
No workers' comp, so safety first. You really gotta get pie. They do workers' comp insurance for small businesses.
Okay, pie would be better than this.
Safety first, then pie insurance.
Tissot's story starts with a gift. When a father and son founded Tissot, there was a worldwide timepiece shift. They blended timeless tradition with modern revolution, driving them forward, creating enduring solutions. Today, our past shapes our future, preparing us for the climb. Innovation never stops, legacy never fades. That's the true gift of time. Tissot.
I might try to go outside at halftime, but I don't even think I'll be able to, like, spark up. It'll be that windy. It's like 26-mile-per-hour winds outside right now. And then, like, 48-mile-per-hour gusts. I don't really know what a fucking gust is. What's the difference between gust and a wind? Like, if one's going faster, then isn't that just the speed? I don't know, man.
It's 2:12 to go here in the opening quarter. Time now for the Honeywell Aerospace STEM stats. These Wizards, we said, second youngest team in the association. You've got 10 players 22 or younger on this club for Brian Keep.
You know, I played in Charlotte my first several years in the league, and it's very hard to win with young players. You know, at one point, I think in Charlotte we had myself, Del Curry, and Kendall Gill, and all of us were within 2-3 years of one another. All of us went on and had pretty good careers in the NBA, but only one of us was in Charlotte, and that was Del.
Right.
And so, you know, these guys, it's very hard, especially when you're not winning, to continue to keep the faith, be a good teammate. I'm hopeful that these guys, as Bud Carrington knocks down the long two, I'm hopeful that these guys can get it together and they have long careers here, but a lot of times you see these teams, they have to split up at some point. As Will Riley gets in the passing lane, Jordan Knox not going to like that.
Yeah, that's a quick 12-2 run here for the Wizards as Riley caps it off and slams it down.
Joe Kelly announced his retirement? That's sad. I always liked Joe Kelly.
You know, they're kind of
Actually, back in the day, I hated Joe Kelly. When he was on the Red Sox, I actually didn't like him.
games this year,
But
their record shows already. They're probably looking to get a very high draft pick.
you know, once he left the Sox, I don't know why I didn't like him. I just didn't. He kind of like came off as a prick, even though he wasn't. He just came off as a prick.
Suns needed that desperately.
But I remember once he left Boston, I really started to like him.
Talented rookie on the floor now is Goody, able to get it back. Kind of lost the dribble momentarily. Work away from the screen from Fleming. Get it back into the hands of Bouye. Under a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Catch and shoot three coming from Fleming. That one just short.
Good to see Brashear getting some minutes here early. What an athletic freak he is.
Yeah.
This is 4 straight games now. As Riley will cue one up from downtown. Richards unable to grab it. Bagley works inside, can't get the putback. Richards plays it straight up and forcing the miss.
You know, like a lot of teams that don't have great records, as Jamari drives to the hole, gets the call. One thing I've noticed here early is the Wizards don't get a lot of calls. You know, we played in New Orleans the other night against Zion Williamson and some of those guys, and those guys get calls, and a lot of good teams get calls.
Suns are in the bonus for the remainder of the first quarter.
A lot of times you'll be in the game, and late in the game, the other team, the stars on the other team are getting calls, and you're not. But it's good for the Suns.
A Bouye 12-point performance in his 12 minutes. 5th game this season with 2.
And made the first one.
The health update brought to you by Banner Health, official healthcare partner of the Phoenix Suns. And Jalen Green, Grayson Allen remains sidelined with that knee. Ryan Dunn, not a surprise there. Mark Williams with the suspension. You see,
And he made them both.
Washington, George, Kispert, Middleton, and Whitmore. So they're missing some pieces as well that would normally be getting these minutes.
Some nice pieces as well.
Yeah.
Keyshawn George is going to be very good.
Quick pull up right wing off the mark. Fleming fighting and grabs it away from his teammate. Says, I got limited time, big man.
Give me that.
Final 5 seconds of the quarter. Gillespie working. Kicks it out. Bouye. High arching three.
Bouye, nope. That'll end the first quarter.
And we put one in the books.
And the Wizards have a 23-22 lead over the Suns here at the end of the first. We head to the second quarter here from Washington, D.C. in a close ball game.
What could an NBA player possibly have to do with Denvix? Well, Jimmy Butler is not just an NBA player.
I'm him.
And Denvix is not just a brand. It's the premium brand to power your life. They're both hardworking, dependable, versatile, and uncompromising in their pursuit of excellence.
Found it.
So what could Jimmy Butler possibly have to do with Denvix?
Everything.
Denvix. Distinguish yourself.
Game Insights brought to you by Schwartz Laser Eye Center. Someone struggling from the field in this opening frame. You see just 3 of 11 from downtown. 3 of 8 for Wizards. Doing a nice job on the glass. Second chance points. That's what allowed it. But you see that fast break points. Something that I'm sure was brought up in that between quarter break there, Rex.
No question. Again, this is a young team that's just playing free and easy right now. They got a big win last night against the Grizzlies here. And right now,
All right, here's the second quarter from Washington, D.C.
You don't want this team to, you know, play better than their record shows, and they're capable of it, and they're doing that right now.
Well, that's been one of the calling cards for Phoenix is Gillespie able to turn him over. Colin quickly pushing it down the floor.
There you go, Colin.
He is so
That'll give the
good.
Suns the lead.
He's got such great footwork, and I know we mentioned it before, but Jay Wright at Villanova really works with his guards in the post, and Collins just has impeccable footwork.
And talking about this Washington team and the Suns' focus against the lesser thans, I guess we'll call it. 11-4.
Oh, gust of wind is when the wind speeds are up for a short amount of time.
The quick turnaround knockdown there.
Once again, that's not an easy shot, and he makes it, Trey makes it look extremely easy. Pure scorer.
6'6", not quite 200-pound rookie. 19 years of age.
All right, well, that makes
Can
sense.
really attack Will Riley off the dribble as Jamari did there.
There you go, Nick.
Beats Nick for the dunks, but Will Riley is an offensive player right now. That's where he's got to get better on the other end.
And Riley's
Air ball.
Trey Johnson, I should say, has had multiple threes in 6 of the last 7 games. You go back to this.
6-7.
Jamari with the nice draws the big. Marvin Bagley, and Nick with a nice finish. Where'd Nick play college, by the way? Do you know?
I believe it was
Colin for 3? Nope.
SEC school.
Oh, is he an SEC kid?
Yeah, Kentucky, I think. Yeah.
Oh,
a Wildcat.
Good. What about Booker?
Nice.
There are a handful of Wildcats scattered across the association. Here's another guy that played well over the weekend, making his return off the
Colin?
injury. Colin with the
There you go, Colin.
Just feathery soft touch.
Just beautiful rotation. Shoots the same shot every single time. One piece repeatable jumper.
Double figures already. 10 points for Colin in his 10 minutes. 4 of 5 from the field, including a couple of three-point knockdowns.
The Suns have really come out this quarter with better energy than they started the game with.
Bagley sees an opening. He's challenged there by Richard. That will generate the whistle and a foul.
And that is the one thing Marvin Bagley can do. He can finish that thing with a dunk like the best of them in this league. Great legs, great spring, left-handed, a little bit awkward. Can catch you off guard, dunk on you in a heartbeat.
Bagley, of course, a Tempe, Arizona native. Had 14 last night. He scored 10 plus in 6 of the
2
last
free throws from
7
Marvin
games.
Bagley.
We get a message.
And he makes the first.
At Kia.
And he made it both.
Able to net the pair. This Washington team continues to hang around. The Suns, they're able to take care of business tonight. It would mark their first 5-game winning streak against Washington. That's back in 2007. And that pass off the mark, a Phoenix turnover.
Uncharacteristic turnover by Jamari. Oh, boy.
Quick push down the floor results in a quick bucket.
Jordan
And timeout, Suns.
Bob Carrington just racing past the defense into the paint, got the pull-up, and that will get a Phoenix timeout.
Off a dead ball. Suns got to get back in transition.
You're the chef?
No workers' comp, so safety first. You really got to get pie. They do workers' comp insurance for small businesses.
Okay, pie would be better than this.
Safety first, then pie insurance.
At Wayfair, we bring style to every get-together. Oh, they brought wings.
You mean these wingback chairs? Dive in, everyone. We brought plenty.
We brought the sides.
Everybody remember to leave room.
Yeah, bring that over here.
We brought the ranch.
Ooh, that looks like it's fresh from the farmhouse.
Wings and ranch? Now it's a party.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
in every detail.
I believe that's what you would describe and call clean. That's our Mountain America Credit Union, the exclusive home of the Suns card. And what another just great moment for Book and his partnership with Nike. And look, like his game, everything so meticulous in the details, the thought process that goes into it, and what it's going to be and how it's going to speak to the fans, Rex.
Well, I think they've hit a home run with it. And there are a lot of signature shoes that are nice. But what Nike and Devin have done, they have really, as Liv lines up a three there, a little bit off the mark, they have taken a basketball shoe and made it where it's so comfortable and casual and good
I want
looking.
one.
As Justin Champagny lays one off the glass there, that you can wear it with anything. I know you have several pairs. I have several pairs. And, man, they look great with jeans. They look great, you know, playing ball in them. I think the Book shoes have lasting power.
Let's swing it down to Amanda, who's got more.
Well, speaking of that partnership, Devin
There you go, Isaiah.
Basketball released a video teasing
Isaiah
the
Livers for
release
3.
Of Book 2s. The video has more of a secret agent vibe, guys, but the shoe is set to be released on January 2nd, so get ready.
Yeah, you know, my problem with it, Rex, is that, you know, I try to keep to a shoe budget. The problem is now I've had to create a shoe budget and then a Book shoe budget.
Yeah, my problem is with it that I don't get every shoe from Devin. That's my only problem.
Gillespie on the drive. Beautiful pocket pass sets up Goody. Can't get the inside finish, though. Here comes Washington on the run again. This team loves to push the pace, and they show you why right there. Another knockdown three.
The Wizards are playing free and easy right now, and at some point in this
You're at
first half,
Ross at Walmart.
Phoenix Suns
What's
really
a
have
Ross?
to step up and meet their toughness. Actually,
There you go.
Gillespie from distance again, knocking down his third triple of the half. He's got 13 to lead the Suns scoring attack.
I'm not sure I should have said toughness, but they have to meet the force that the Wizards are playing with. Definitely right now, the Wizards are the aggressor and the Suns are the retaliator, and most of the time the aggressor is going to get the benefit of the whistle.
Gillespie finding O'Neal. Hits some traffic. Scooping inside, just too strong. Suns continue to struggle from the field, just 34%. Riley hits the deck, and that was going to generate a whistle and a foul. Boy, that was a tough one. It looked like he was falling on his own right there. As Jordan Goodwin looking back at the Suns bench. Suns will come back with their starters here. Gillespie, the only starter who will step off. Is Book, Dillon, checking in with Oso, and out there with Jordan Goodwin and Royce O'Neal.
Right now, the Wizards are kind of doing what the Suns normally do to teams, which is disrupt them and get out in transition and play fast.
Here is the veteran C.J. McCollum. He's back on the floor as well. Suns nearly got the steal to drop off in traffic. Goodwin got a hand on it, knocked it into the hands of Booker. Goody again involved right in the thick of it defensively. That one redirected. Suns catching a break there.
Dillon for 3? Nope.
Tapped up.
Here you go, Jordan.
Goody with the finish.
And there's that man, Jordan Goodwin, on the offensive glass. Nice job by Oso keeping the ball alive, but Goody is just always right there in the middle of that paint.
Ross, the clothing store.
That is 14 seconds.
Andrew Keeney also announced his retirement.
That is right now what is keeping the Suns from being down by double figures.
Death taxes and Jordan Goodwin on the offensive glass.
No doubt about that. Goody coming through with 9 rebounds. Just missed a double-double. Season high 16 in the game on Saturday night. As Alex Sarr will check in here for Bagley.
Goody plays the game with so much joy, you know, and that's infectious also. He's the same guy in the locker room every single day.
Yeah,
smile on his face.
The joy and the spirit are the two words that Jordan I just continually use about Goodwin.
Yep.
As McCollum kicks it out, open shooter, right wing, 3 on the way from below.
Damn.
They are not missing open shots right now.
Wizards right now 6 of 13.
CJ's penetration set that up.
Penetration.
Brooks working on the big man Sarr. Hangs inside with the left hand, won't get it, tapped out. Booker bobbles, but able to gather.
What is with this game? It's going by so fast.
Dillon trying to power his way inside, able to do it, get the finish in the foul.
Straight up bully ball right there. Dillon, 240 pounds. He's a man in there. Once he gets his shoulder into you, forget it.
Yeah, it's interesting, Dillon comes in here only averaging just over 11 points per game in his 13 career games against Washington.
And Dillon makes the free throw.
It's just ironic as you look at this team and you would think this is one that he would maybe have some of his career numbers against.
It's weird. I was sort of that way as a player. There are some buildings, you go in and the rim doesn't look right, the field doesn't feel right, and you just have, maybe it's that way with this building for some reason.
And as a player, you know that when you're coming to that building, when you've been around the league for a little bit, and
I think you get.
Does it enter your mind?
I was kind of that way with the old Summit in Houston. Now, some of it has to do with the team you're playing.
Right.
Those Rockets teams were pretty good.
Here you go, Dillon.
Powers inside, back-to-back drive to the basket, and Dillon's going to get himself a technical
What?
foul.
Why?
Right on. That's on brand.
What did he do?
Complaining about the N1, probably did get fouled. Dillon gets a lot of reputational technical fouls.
What did he fucking do?
Sometimes.
Well,
He's only 6 away now from a.
Fans who watch every game will recognize that this is the same crew that worked the Lakers game.
Yeah,
I know you.
That game was terrible. That was probably one of the worst. Worst officiate. No, it was the worst officiated game I've ever watched.
Deduce all you want to.
What a Dillon.
Yeah, that's a foul. That's a straight foul. He got hit as he's jumping. Dillon let him know about it.
Oh, he complained.
Didn't like it.
He argued.
Honestly,
Fucking come on.
He didn't wave you off, but you missed that.
He's only 6 away now
And
from
I think what
a suspension.
made it all the more pronounced is he got fouled the previous trip down the floor, the same drive to the basket. So that's what you ask. Why is it a foul 30 seconds ago and not now?
Exactly.
Here's McCollum on the drive. Hits defensive traffic. Brooks stepping out. Sarr trying to shake free. 5 on the shot clock. McCollum working on Oso.
That's great defense and just better offense. CJ is a natural born scorer, but there's nothing more that Oso could have done on that shot.
Yeah, no, it's
46
that is tragic.
Sliding inside, just back iron. Tough break. Here's McCollum, got an elbow up into the face of Brooks, fires the 3. Booker tapping, Goodwin controlling.
Great tip by Devin.
Suns trailed by 1.
Oh, bully ball. Bully ball, he's too small.
Dillon starting to feel a little bit here in the second quarter, and Goodwin inside, nobody around. He says, "Thank you very much."
I swear, I think I said it in the pregame. He reminds me of a guy I played against named Lafayette Lieber, who was one of the great offensive rebounding guards in NBA history.
Absolutely, our guy Fat
That's
Lieber.
right. Yeah, I think he had like 6 or 7 offensive rebounds against me in the first half. That my first time playing against.
Book for 3. Yeah, Book.
With a pull-up 3.
Oh, that's good to see.
And that'll get a timeout.
And timeout, Wizards.
Yeah, that spirit of Fat Lieber, almost identical to what we see from Jordan Goodwin. 2 great smiles.
Goody on the offensive glass. You got to put a body on that young man. He's going to do it. And then Devin Booker starting to get a little swagger in his step.
You're the chef?
No workers' comp, so safety first. We really gotta get pie. They do workers' comp insurance for small businesses.
Okay, pie would be better than this.
Safety first, then pie insurance.
This holiday, Verizon's got the craziest deal ever with iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch. All on them. But no getting it if you're naughty. You just ate. Don't worry, we know what list you're on. I'm always watching. Always watching. Not always. Now
powerful new iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch, all for $0. No trade-in needed on any plan.
Right now, you can select any 5 Suns games for the rest of the season and receive an exclusive Suns holiday gift box featuring a custom beanie, mug, t-shirt, ornament, and an autographed photo from a Suns player. Packages start at $87 and are available through December 31st. Enjoy big savings, pay no fees, and receive priority access to playoff tickets. Visit suns.com/holidaypack to purchase today. Back here in the nation's capital, Game 3 of a 4-game roadie. Suns come in here, winners of 3 straight, taking on the Wizards. 7 wins overall, but back-to-back wins here on their home floor.
Little full court man-to-man pressure out of the timeout, which I like. Suns get up, get into these Wizards, and make things uncomfortable for them a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, because of their youth, you want to make them think and process, right?
Yes, absolutely. Put them on their heels a little bit.
Suns with a 10-2 run, a chance to build on it as Alex Sard turns it over. Phoenix 6 of 16 from downtown. Colin Gillespie stopped the presses, if you've heard this one before. 13 points, 3 of 4 from downtown.
His efficiency is amazing.
Booker with a handoff, sees an opening on a little dribble hesitation, but Sar meets him. And Oso, following on the play, will get bumped and fouled and head to the free throw line.
Terrific move by Book. Couldn't get it to go, but Oso, again, he's just playing with so much confidence. He's such a dynamic athlete. And, right place, right time, just due to his effort there.
He started with his first block of the night. That's 14 blocks now over the last 3+ games. We get a message from our friends at Y Refi.
Devin Booker has 121,000 votes for the All-Star game. I mean, that is a lot. I don't know if that's good or bad, though. If that's, like, a lot, meaning he's going to make it in. I mean, yeah, that's a lot of votes, but...
Wizards player to do it, Manute Bol.
Oh, Nudie.
Come in here, number 3 in the league, and block shots.
Also just knocked down a pair of free throws, and I want to acknowledge that.
And that is a great point. Yeah, because that becomes key, though. He's checking all the other boxes, and you want to be able to keep him in the game in those late-game situations, right?
Exactly right.
McCollum pull up as his shot clock winding down. Seen him do that a time or two in his career.
Got a professional traveling jump shot, city to city.
6 points on the night for McCollum. And season-high 46 against Atlanta back in late November.
Jameer Watkins is guarding Book right now, and that's one of the things that, I know that some really liked about him coming out of college. He's a very
there you go, Dylan.
Wing defender. Dylan just playing bully ball down there. I love going.
All right, can we stop saying bully ball? I feel like we've said that like 10 times this broadcast.
An absolute ton. As McCollum again hits the pull-ups through 2 quick buckets now for C.J. McCollum. And the whistle and a foul comes against Watkins. 6'7", 220-pound rookie, 24 years of age.
CJ getting to his spot. I mean, that's just a heck of a shot. Fade away over a guy 6'11". But Jameer Watkins he's 6'7", big hands, long arms, and a very physical defender.
Yeah, he looks a little bit like another guy on the Suns bench, Rasheer Fleming.
He does. He absolutely does. That's a great call. And that's probably a rookie call there. I don't know if any other veteran in the league would get that call.
Bully ball does win games. Yeah, it does.
Pretty much like a Suns turnover.
Returning for Washington is Justin Champagnie.
Well, the question becomes, was the Suns were arguing, and I think rightfully so, a dead ball foul.
Right. Shouldn't it be?
And it's what Jordan Ott is asking Dennis Schroeder, who's covering.
That wind is loud.
Justin Van Dyne, the crew chief. But
a little confusing.
Nate Green, the
what are we talking about?
Royce O'Neal adding his part. Gotta love Royce. He had a little cameo tonight on your pregame hit with Tom and Tom.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. That's a foul. They just hold Devin as much as they want.
Booker driving.
Book.
That's a foul. Fading. Won't get the whistle.
There you go, Jordan.
Says, that's all right. I'm going to muscle it up. I've been in the weight room.
You would think that they didn't tell these Wizards, you got to put a body on Jordan Goodwin. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Goody is just so good at that. He's so sneaky, he's so clever, and he's got a commitment to go into the offensive glass every single time.
Yeah. Booker working against Champagnie. Draws the double team. Swings it to
Goodwin.
Rise and fire for three. Won't get it. And the rookie Riley pulls it down. Booker stepping out, nearly able to force a turnover. Final 90 seconds here, the opening half. Riley.
They have a lot of young players who can really shoot that basketball.
And he's shooting just 21% on the season, but looked like a good, confident stroke right there.
You say that, and that reminds me, kind of gives me a nightmare about my shooting. In my first month or two in the NBA, I think I was shooting less than 30% from three, and you wouldn't think so, but that move back from a foot back from the college line can be a lot for some guys, and it took me quite a while.
Well, the foot
I didn't even know the college line was different.
The defender is Goodwin, knocking down a triple, first of the night. Double figures for Goody. Back-to-back games now off of the Suns bench. He's got 11.
And what makes Goody so versatile too is he's knocking down shots.
Oh my God!
Is that Trey Johnson?
Yeah, he is a perfect 4 of 4. He came in here tonight, 44 made threes, most in team history in 23 appearances, and he's tacked on 4 more in the first half tonight.
He's not even hitting
Royce.
the rim.
There you go, Royce.
Rolls-Royce says,
right back at you.
I'll match you. The Suns have picked up their scoring, shooting here in this quarter. McCollum swings a pass out to Champagnie. That one won't go. Riley flying in with a putback.
Thank you.
And then Booker grabbed in transition by Champagnie.
Devin, what bothers me about that play is Devin had to accentuate that to get the call. He was being held, nice pass by Devin to Royce, nothing but net. But Devin was being held for 2-3 steps before they ever called that play, and it was only because he accentuated.
So a free throw here for Book.
They will call that. I was going to say it should have been called a clear pass.
That's right.
And that is what they settle on. Is Brian Keefe talking with Justin Van Dyne, the crew chief, about it. Got to put Book at the charity
And
stripe.
yep, Book gets that one.
A look at it.
As we can see on the replay, he's grabbed right here and just pulled. They're not going to call it unless he flops and throws his hands into the air. And you hate to have to flop to get a call. But gosh darn, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I don't normally say gosh darn.
We understand. Booker Booker taking his time here, about a 5-second differential between shot and game clock. Booker gets it back. He'll pull for the 18th.
There you go, Buck.
Will Riley has no chance guarding Devin right now. So, and some of these other young guys have no chance. He's a tough cover.
McCollum tried to get it away, did, but back iron no. And after a slow start, Phoenix finding their footing offensively in the second.
Alrighty, that'll bring us to halftime here.
61-54.
The Suns have a 61-54 lead here at the half. I'm going to go outside maybe and smoke. It might be too windy for that, but yeah, I will see you guys at 8:14 for the second half.
Hey, co-pilot. Why the holly are we so far behind here?
Toy assembly has declined due to hot cocoa consumption.
Must be why we're over. This cocoa obsession's starting to freak me out. I mean,
Tissot's story starts with a gift. When a father and son founded Tissot, there was a worldwide timepiece shift. They blended timeless tradition with modern revolution, driving them forward, creating enduring solutions. Today, our past shapes our future, preparing us for the climb. Innovation never stops, legacy never fades. That's the true gift of time. Tissot.
Working daily to make a difference. We're celebrating 20 years, but really, we're just getting started.
Welcome to the Gila River Resorts and Casinos halftime report. Goody started his NBA career with the Wizards. Suns needing some juice, and he supplied it in the first half. Meanwhile, Colin was firing darts. Those two combined, Goody and Colin Gillespie, 10 of 13 from the field, 24 points in what Tom Chambers called a scrimmage game kind of a feel. Maybe it's the crowd, because it was absolutely dead in that
motionless, just, guys kind of going through the motions, nothing really happening. Obviously, Dylan and Book started off slow once again, so they haven't been doing it. Thank goodness for Goody. Also, offensive rebounding, and also the other guy, the little guy from Villanova, Colin's been pretty good.
Yeah, Colin made a little guy from Villanova. Wizards, by the way, on a back-to-back and coming off their first set of back-to-back wins. They played and beat the Memphis Grizzlies last night. Our Kia Spotlight is exactly that. Colin Gillespie, that guy from Villanova, carrying the offense early. Booker started to heat up, though, late in the second quarter. But it's Colin Gillespie leading all Suns scorers with 13.
Yeah, he's a terrific. I mean, Rex said on air, it's like you expect every shot he shoots to go in. Even when they're doinking around the rim, you feel like it'll fall into a nice little soft spot there, and it always doesn't fall. He's just a tremendous scorer shooter.
And he's doing it on 6 shots. He's 5 of 6 from the field, 3 of 4 from far away, and then you get the 11 points off the bench from Jordan Goodwin. I thought there was one play that kind of jumped out at me when Booker came back into the game and he went after an offensive rebound. The Suns were needing some juice, and there was a play where Jordan Ott called a quick timeout because it stands out now when the Suns players don't get back on defense.
Well, it does. I mean, everybody's got to be involved, and you mentioned it in the green room there. It's like when Book starts playing like that, with that emotion he got on that one where he thought he should have got a call, everybody else picks it up. Book has to do it, and he typically always does. Tonight, him and Dylan look a little off, like they did. What was that? 2 nights ago? And I forget. The game's really good. New Orleans, when they were like 9 of 32 to start.
Oh yes.
Game, you know.
Yep. And then they hit 3 big shots. Suns' lifeline has been offensive rebounding.
Yes.
They have 13 of those. We'll talk more about that. Williams serving a 1-game suspension, so Jamari finds Big Nick.
Yeah, find a home, big fella.
Every day.
Yeah, I mean, y'all conversation out. Give me ball. Hey now.
Carl, how you doing?
Take a name out there. Gobert, Holmgren. They'll jump it up at center court, and here we go. Yep. 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 One, keep easy.
Burrow beats the Cavs down the floor.
Oh, man. We get them stopped, we get a rebound. Even if they make a crashing layup or something, let's go. Let's go attack them.
Maxey on top. Puts it down. Special delivery. 76ers go up by 7.
Good hustle by Isaac Okoro to disrupt the play. CJ being guarded by Ricochet. Swings it over to Champagny. He's up 3 score. Oh, what a play. Allen made the catch off the Tomlin.
108 to 101. Edwards working on Wallace. Step back fire.
That is clock. Anthony Edwards puts the Bulls up 108-107.
Good shit, baby.
Our courtside.
In the Mortgage Matchup Center, Duran Duran, January 5th. Disney on Ice presents Let's Dance from January 15th to the 18th. K-pop stars twice on January 28th, and Cat Williams on January 31st. Tickets available at mortgagematchupcenter.com. Get yours today. We're taking a look at the same game parlay. Devin Booker, 2 plus 3s. He is 1 of 3 from far away so far.
They adjusted that. Yeah.
CJ 0 for 2 behind the stripe.
And they left his at 3. Interesting.
Yeah. And Royce is already knocked down too.
Well, he's going to get his. Royce is doing good. He's leading the team in minutes played tonight.
All right, there's really just the numbers that are the most important. Offensive rebounding for the Suns, second chance points, 23 zip.
Yeah, how about that? Without those guys getting those, the Suns are down. Let me see, 23 minus 54. See, they have 20.
Carry the one.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was the play off the dead ball. Suns slow to get back, and Jordan Ott called a timeout immediately after that.
Yeah, you just can't have that. I mean, you got to get the guys going. They got to be fired up, no matter who they're playing.
Dead ball, dead crowd.
Set up tonight, Jack Rob.
lead the Wizards 61-54. Wizards, Trey Johnson has 18 points on 7 of 8 from the field, and Koulibaly in double figures with 10.
Trey Johnson hasn't missed a 3, 4, or 4 out there since. Obviously, you find that young man, but I'd really like to see him shut him down here to start this third quarter. Jordan Goodwin,
Doing it all.
he's a goodie.
Taking on his ex.
Booyah.
Love us some Bouye. Nick,
Yes, sir.
He made that dunk.
He made that dunk.
And he's from?
Well, you know, Rex points it out when he makes it dunk, but when he missed it dunk, he doesn't point out that he's one of those wildcat people, you know. He's selective. He's selective in his praise.
Oh, man. Talk about Bully Raw right there with Gilbert Brooks. You're talking about the dead shot, too, and even some fresh legs.
Alrighty.
And Rivers, too.
We are back. We're getting ready for the second half of some basketball here in Washington, D.C. against the Washington Wizards. Through the first half, the Suns have the lead, a 61-54 lead. For the Washington Wizards, Jameer Watkins has 3, Bilal Koulibaly has 10, Alex Sarr has 0, Trey Johnson has 18, CJ McCollum has 8, Bob Carrington has 4, Marvin Bagley has 2, Justin Champagny has 2, Will Riley has 5, Malachi Branham has 2, and then Sharifi Cooper, Anthony Gill,
NBA player possibly has
AJ Johnson, and Tristan Vukovic all have not played.
just an NBA player. And that this is not just a brand.
For the leading Phoenix Suns, Dylan Brooks has 9 points, Royce O'Neal has 6, Osa Iguodaro has 4, Devin Booker has 11, Colin Gillespie has 13, Jordan Goodwin has 11, Nick Richards has 2, Jamari Bouye has 2, Rasheer Fleming has 0, Isaiah Livers has 3, and then Nigel Hayes-Davis, Kaman Malawach have not played, and obviously Mark Williams hasn't played because he is suspended. Not even in the building. Chester, go lay down.
Take it to another level with Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you. APS. Banner Health. Official healthcare partner of the Phoenix Suns. Mountain America Credit Union. The exclusive home of the Suns Club. And by FanDuel Sportsbook. Play your game.
One of the truly Mormon monuments, one of many here in our nation's capital. We welcome you back to the Capital One Center. The Suns leading 61-54 against the Wizards, along with our Emmy Award-winning crew. Suns put together a nice second quarter. Before we get this third quarter started, though, let's swing it down to Amanda for our BMW Coach Chat.
Coach, looking at the first half, the Wizards 0 second chance points. The Suns with 13 offensive rebounds for 23 second chance points. Just what stood out to you about the level of activity on the glass?
Yeah, that was big for us in the first half. They're a pretty good crashing team on offense too, so we did a good job limiting that defensively for us. But yeah, obviously, like you said, it's been a big source of offense for us.
Look at Trey Johnson, 18 points, perfect 4 for 4 from 3. Just what adjustments do you need to make defensively against him coming up?
Yeah, I think we can be up a little bit higher. We can roll defense with the 5s at times. You know, there was one he got. He's a good player, good shooter. You know, he's always ready to shoot. Hit that really deep 3 in the second quarter. So just being aware of him, getting up out of the water a little bit more.
Mike, thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, here's the second half.
Back in these parts, and boy, you know what an addition to the coaching staff Mike Muscala has been, Rex.
No question. I was talking to Steve Clifford. You know, Muskie's still so young. I wouldn't mind putting him in the game and playing him as a pick and pop 5 from time to time.
Right?
He gets out there in practice and gives these guys all they want some days.
Well, and that's really one of the big attributes that he brings because, you know, he was on a floor live playing in a game not that long ago, so he can really relate to what these guys are seeing.
Yes, he can, and he was a gunslinger too. I mean, could really shoot that basketball. The thing I love about him is a lot of times you get former players that, you know, they coach, but they're not really committed. Not Muskie. He's into it. He's going to be a very good coach for a very long time in this league.
Yeah, Brian Keefe just absolutely gushing over Mike Muscala and what he's meant. Deep three on the way.
Oh my God!
Late night banking, and when you're
I can't even be mad about that one. That one's just beautiful.
You're having that kind of night as he knocks down another triple. That is a new career high. He had hit 19 on 2 other occasions. And a perfect 5 of 5 on the night for Trey Johnson, shooting 38% on the season.
You know, when you get one of those to go, it can do a lot of things for your confidence. And he's on a bit of a heater right now. The Suns got to really stay in tune to Trey Johnson.
Yeah, he's the reason that the Suns did not have an even bigger lead is Alex Sarr, who's been kept in check. That's just his first field goal of the night. But 13 of Sarr's or Trey Johnson's first half points came in that second quarter as O'Neal places.
Royce O'Neal.
Good to see Royce get his 3 ball back. He's been a little up and down the last couple of weeks, but got it going a little in New Orleans and following it up tonight with some made buckets.
Yeah, Suns close out that second quarter on a 25-12 run the last 5:40. O'Neal 3 of 4 from downtown after knocking down 5 on Saturday night. Oso, great defense, sends it across to Sarr, and just tremendous defense that time by Oso. That's the other thing that stood out about him is his ability to stay down, avoid the ball.
I feel like we're definitely noticing the absence of Mark Williams tonight. Like, yeah, we're still winning, and obviously we're expected to win this game. But it's a lot closer, and I feel like a lot of that is because of the lack of defense that we have from Mark Williams.
For the second, third time, and you're playing against younger guys now. He's really starting to find his groove.
Booker driving into traffic, bounces it
Dylan?
out to Brooks.
Yeah, Dylan.
The 3-ball corner pockets. And Dylan coming to life after a slow opening quarter. He's got a dozen now.
Fans might get Dylan, I think, getting a little bit physical with the rookie Trey Johnson. Got called for a foul. But fans will get tired of me talking about how unselfish this team is probably. But Devin Booker's poised there to be able to find Dylan in exactly the right spot where he's supposed to be. It's just so much fun to watch this team share the basketball.
Well, and as a shooter and scorer yourself, Rex, you know how important it is to have that pass right in your shooting pocket.
Right in the shot pocket. We just have a ton of unselfish players on this team.
Johnson with a ball fake. They push him inside the line. Doesn't matter. He's got 23.
To my point, he gets a banker to go from 45 feet, and now the basket looks like an ocean to him.
And Booker pushing it down the floor. The Suns giving the Wizards a little bit of their own medicine on the pace. McCollum, step back 3, off the mark. Rebound O'Neal. Suns with their biggest lead now at 8. Wizards led by 6 back in the first half.
Jameer Watkins can really defend. And that's
also,
a foul.
When you're allowed to put hands all over the player.
Again, Devin's got a point here. He was grabbed with the left hand while he's dribbling in front of 2 officials, and they didn't call it until the guy did it the second time. And that's exactly what Devin's telling him right now. Right here, that's a foul. His left hand is hooking him around the waist, and then they finally call it there, which was less of a foul than the first one. You just want consistency as a player. That's it.
Brooks banging his way through a screen, and Booker again grabs, kicks it out to Gillespie, sets, fires, off the mark.
Who's Mr. 69?
13 first half points, 3 of 4 downtown. Sarr tied up again. Good on-ball defense by Oso.
You said it. Oso's doing a terrific job on Sarr.
The fuck?
We're going to get a technical foul.
Book got a technical foul. Dylan
maybe
Brooks is
on
freaking
Devin
out.
and
Devin Booker was Mr. 69.
last game. I don't mind it. Devin, if you don't get a technical every now and then, these officials, historically, not just these officials, will let you walk. They'll walk all over you. I like when Devin goes and gets one. Here's the foul on Book, and he's got a little something to say. Got a little something to say. He just asked for what? For what? That's tech worthy.
As I mentioned, this is the same crew that officiated the
So there's technical free
Suns-Lakers
throw. It's
game
made.
2 weeks ago, and if you watch the game,
These officials suck.
I didn't notice it. You pointed it out to me, but I'll tell you who else absolutely knew it. Every one of our players.
Yeah.
I like it. When the game gets chippy, I think our players are at their best.
well, we saw this develop, Friday night in New Orleans. Of course, a little bit more even so on Saturday night, but it did seem to kind of steal the resolve of this Suns team. And Johnson backing out. He's waving everybody off. The rookie, the heater, long 2.
Bit of heat check, I don't mind it. Especially since it didn't go in.
9 of 11 on the night.
Good, Oso.
Oso on the drive, goes on the attack. Sarr, a clean block, they say. So coming back the other way, the Wizards.
I like that take. Continue to do that, Oso. Oh, that's offensive foul.
And they will get the offensive foul call. Great defense that time by Brooks to force the call.
That's just being tenacious. I mean, he was kind of beat, but he plays so physically. Alex Sarr with the nice block against Oso. I mean, I could have called that a foul, maybe.
But to your point, you love the fact that Oso put it on his heel, so now he's got to be aware of that.
Yep. Nice.
Swing it out, sets up O'Neal with a wide open look. He gets the payoff. Royce, back-to-back games, 4+ threes.
It's a nice pass by Book. It is also an improvisational
10-point game, biggest lead of the night.
To free Royce.
Gillespie steps into the lane, gets the steal.
Come on, Colin.
He'll pull on the run.
Yeah, Colin.
Splash down. Timeout, DC.
Let's go.
As the Wizards, Brian Keefe has seen enough. The Suns pushing their lead.
Colin with the pull-up 3 in transition. You gotta love it. Suns by 3. 13, is it? Well, I can't add.
Bad news. Your business is only using 20% of its data. The other 80%, it's all around you. And everyone's searching for it. Untapped opportunity everywhere. Sure, you can look for it all over the place. Or you can find it in one place. HubSpot, where data that's buried in emails, call logs, and meeting notes become insights that help you grow. All the data makes all the difference.
As you see on this play, Jamari Bouye with the little screen from Isaiah Livers and Nick Richards down there. They call that the dunker spot. And that's because Jamari's about to break down Will Riley, draw Marvin Bagley, and Nick Richards with the dunk from the dunker spot.
Nick getting the extended minutes tonight with no Mark Williams, suspended one game. So he'll be ready to go in Cleveland for the New Year's Eve afternoon tip-off, Phoenix time. 10 minutes in the first half for Nick.
You know, when this game got a little chippy and the Suns got a technical or two and physical things up, this game changed. And, you know, you love to see that. When a game gets a little grimy, when your team steps up and meets that griminess, it's fun to watch.
Suns their biggest lead, O'Neal with a great hands defensively, knocking it off of Johnson. Let's look at Amanda, who's got more on Big Nick.
Now, you were just talking about Nick Richards, and I talked to him today at shoot-around just about staying ready for his opportunity. And when Mark left the game last night, how he was able to step up. And he said, honestly, it's basketball at the end of the day. It's what I do. It's what I love. Even if I'm playing here or playing 5-on-5 or 1-on-1 in the facility, it is always going to be basketball for me and something that I love. He said being ready, though, is just something that I have to be right now for this team in order to compete.
Yeah, you know, Nick, talk about guys with great spirit, but he's a quiet guy, pretty reserved. But as we mentioned, you know, Jordan pointed out him coming in the game the other night against New Orleans. But you brought it up too, you know, just being around this team and his teammates, keeping his spirits up, but being a pro, going in and putting in the work, knowing that there's always that chance, even if you've gone 5-6 DNPs, there's always that chance you're going to be on the floor, so you better be ready when it comes.
Dylan, there you go.
More bully ball from Dylan Brooks, put his body into Justin Champagnie. To your point about Nick, I had the privilege of being at Kentucky and there's one thing that you'll find about Nick. Nick will never get his head down. He went through a couple years there playing for John Calipari, where, and it's Royce with a nice pickpocket, where he played for John Calipari, and for a couple years it seemed like Nick couldn't do much right. And John was on him as Colin missed the three. John was on him each and every day, and I never saw Nick talk back. I never saw him hang his head. He persevered, and by the time he was a third-year player, he was a very good player, and it prepared him well for what he's faced here in this NBA.
I didn't know Nick Richards also went to Kentucky.
Why this one Suns wanted to get him, because it's a guy who has been through the fire a little bit and was willing to continue to put into work.
No question, he does. He works every single day. Nick is he was a McDonald's All-American, but he came in and everybody talked about him being a one-and-done kid, which is kind of what they do at Kentucky. They put that on guys, and not everybody's ready to be one-and-done. And Nick wasn't, and he wasn't ready to be two-and-done.
Right.
But by the time he was a third-year player, he didn't transfer. He stayed with it. He stayed the course, and the Phoenix Suns are reaping the benefit of it.
What kind of challenge?
Green line special of the night. Wizards challenging the call on the floor of Suns basketball. Phoenix by 15, 77-62.
You're the chef?
No workers' comp, so safety first. We really got to get pie. They do workers' comp insurance for small businesses.
Okay, pie would be better than this.
Safety first, then pie insurance.
Bad news. Your business is only using 20% of its data. The other 80%, it's all around you. And everyone's searching for it. Untapped opportunity everywhere. Sure, you could look for it all over the place. Or you can find it in one place. HubSpot, where data that's buried in emails, call logs, and meeting notes become insights that help you grow. All the data makes all the difference.
Chester? Chester? gone. Chester. Chester. Go lay down.
77-62. Suns in front. 5:31 to go here in this third quarter. Suns kind of running in mud in that first quarter, but came to life in the second.
What?
Prior to the foul, he hip checked him.
So Justin Van Dyne, the crew chief, there was a challenge as we went to break. It was ruled Suns basketball, but in looking at the video, they determined that there was illegal contact by Royce.
I mean,
so
you,
dumb.
You missed the foul call. You called it out of bounds, gave it to the other team, go back and decide it's a foul before that play ever happened.
It goes down as 0 for 3.
Yeah, right. Again, I don't know why. Okay, so they say he hip checked him there.
That's so dumb.
I also don't understand this. How, if you get your challenges right, how you run out of challenges. Is that just to protect the officials from being embarrassed all night long?
Well, you know,
it's of no benefit to the team.
Right. It is one of the things that EJ has talked about. Like if you're successful with your challenges, you shouldn't be penalized.
You should continue to get them until you get one wrong.
Nothing wrong about that guy, as he's got 15 now for Book.
I mean, I just don't get it. So let's say you get 2 challenges, you get them both right, and now you're out of challenges. Why?
Right.
Yeah.
McCollum taking a peek inside, nothing there. So the Suns defense, since the midway point of the second quarter, has been outstanding. As McCollum able to slip into the paint, will get the whistle and a foul and the bucket. So and one opportunity coming here for C.J. McCollum.
That's a great point, K-Ray. You can just see it. You just feel it as C.J. drives to the basket.
It's been nice having Rex Chapman in here the last 3 games in the booth. I never really knew anything about him until he came into the booth back on Friday night. But I've done some reading up on him. It's a pretty cool story.
Yeah, and Jordan had to call a couple timeouts in that second
Yeah,
quarter.
had legal troubles, was addicted to drugs, addicted to gambling after his NBA career. He played for the Suns back in the late 90s.
But as we talked about over the weekend, he's never overly demonstrative.
Got a divorce, but then became like a social media influencer.
Also, he wasn't feeling necessarily great the other night in New Orleans. That's not a foul? My goodness.
Jesus Christ.
My goodness.
Suns bring it back, turn him over.
Yeah, this refereeing crew has got to go.
Strip that time.
Because like they said, this is the same one from the Lakers game a few weeks ago.
I would have a hard time not getting tossed out of the game if I was Devin right now.
Dude.
Oh my goodness. All right, we'll go into the hole.
It's crazy.
He got hit high and low. Ends up on the ground. And he's smiling on the way down.
He knew what was coming.
Oh my goodness. I really would. I'd have a tough time not getting tossed later in this game.
Jordan Ondover talking to Nate Green about the non-call. Second personal on Book. Suns with 5 players in double figures.
A good friend of mine, Scott Skiles, who you remember. We played here.
Scotty.
We played here for the Washington Bullets, and every now and then, we weren't very good. Every now and then he would tell me, hey, look, we'd be playing the Jazz or something. He said, look, if things aren't going well in the fourth quarter, I'm getting tossed. And he would. Absolutely would. My favorite thing about Scott, though, is he would, right as he's getting tossed, as Jordan Goodwin misses the three, right as Skiles was about to get tossed by the official, he would toss the official. You're out of here. No, you're out of here.
You know, Scotty, I remember his time with players at a coach. He had a little bit of that, like, baseball skipper in him kind of mentality in terms of, like, okay, we're gonna have fun with this.
Scott was one of
Conspiracy time. Because this is the refereeing crew from the Lakers game a few weeks ago. I wonder if that game was rigged for betting. But to make it not look like it was rigged for betting, they had to continue to run out this officiating crew and make them suck, just so they could point to like, oh no, they just suck. See?
Shot clock winding down to 5. Goodwin hits heavy traffic, swings it across. Brooks spots up, 3 on the way. No.
Heck of a pass by Goody.
Yeah, it really was. Didn't know if it was going to make it through there. As we hit the 4-minute mark here in this third quarter, Suns by 10.
By the way, the Wizards are in the bonus for the remainder of the third quarter.
Goes away with it inside. Ball tapped away, right back to Riley.
Yeah, I don't like this.
He's an interesting player. His shoulders are extremely narrow.
6th man of the year as Brooks on the drive will get the whistle and the foul. We do get confirmation from our producer Ryan Babalukas. It was 30 assists.
Also still a record, I believe.
Yeah.
Great teammate, great player. You know, 6'1", not fast.
2 free throws for Dylan Brooks here.
Score sheet at the end of every game, and he darn near had a triple-double. I mean, just a winner. Let's talk about a storybook career. Great career at Michigan State for 4 years. High school champion. Unbelievable.
Dylan with the first free throw. The Suns making 7+ 3-pointers in that first half. You can head to an Arizona Carl's Jr. location tomorrow. Get a free single Western bacon cheeseburger or single famous star with cheese with the purchase of a large size fountain drink. Order ahead of the Carl's Jr. app using promo code 164. Riley harassed outside on the perimeter by Goodwin. Nowhere to go, just lobs a pass across the floor to Champagnie. He'll drive it to the basket. Nick says, we are closed for business. Booker driving into the teeth of the defense, gets inside, can't get the bucket to go down, but he'll get the whistle and a foul there and head to the stripe.
I love it. Dylan Brooks down here dapping up Nick Richards, but look at this block. That's how you're supposed to go in there and try to dunk it on the big man. That's how the big man is supposed to protect the rim. Great play by Nick. Glad to see him having some success out here tonight.
Book made the first free throw.
12 minutes tonight for Richards. Second block for the night, along with his 4 rebounds.
Very big minutes. Very big minutes.
And he made the second one.
Looked a little bit like what we talked with Ryan Dunn going down, opening the door for Rasheer. So you've got consecutive games now, 3 consecutive games now where Rasheer keeps in. Nick now back-to-back opportunities. So kind of keeps these guys in a game rhythm because, as you know, this time of year, practices are few and far between.
Yep, and it's going to pay big dividends later in the season when these guys, you know, get thrown into a playoff game or thrown into a late game situation. They will have real minutes to back those moments up.
Booker way out of the way.
He did not call the foul initially. Again, he had to basically flop in order to get the call. He got hit, knocked sideways.
Directly in front. 17 points on the night for Book, 5 assists, 5 rebounds.
2 free throws for Book. And both teams are in the bonus for the remainder of the third quarter. He missed the first one.
When did they start the in-game promo thing? I mean, how long ago? Has that been 10 years?
Oh, no.
5?
And he made the second one.
I want to say 5, give or take.
I don't mind it. It's just different. I'm not complaining.
And you're right to think of it, too, now. Yeah. Versus watching.
Yeah.
As Bob Carrington able to knock down a long triple. I mean, I love the in-game promo.
That's what I'm trying to say.
43% shooter of the season for Carrington. Booker on the drive, floats a pass to Bouye. Fleming.
Nice. Rasheer.
Rookie against rookie, drops it off to Goodwin. That one blocked away by Bagley. Suns maintain possession. Bouye from deep. Off the mark, Rasheer flies across for the offensive glass work.
One of our lead scouts, runs our college scouting, Ronde Talafero. Nice play, Nick. Was talking to Rasheer this morning about going to the offensive glass. And he's been in there all night long. That might be the first one he's gotten, but you don't get him if you don't go.
Suns working hard on the offensive glass. Couldn't get the payoff on that possession. Carrington trying to get back to back.
It is almost 2026.
In doing so, Suns with 17 offensive rebounds.
Sorry, Nick has been very good on both ends of the court tonight.
Booker, 3 on the way, grabbed on his way up.
Sure was.
Bouye resets on the wing. No. All of a sudden, the Suns can't buy a bucket. And Champagnie with a run out.
Book's going to have a little something to say to the official here, too.
Yep.
You know, I think I could hear that slap up here all the way on that foul Book just gave Champagnie. But Book is very frustrated right now. I'll say it once again. Once this game's decided, if I'm Book, I get tossed.
Well, you know, there are some that you go, okay, marginal. That was a rookie grabbing him as he went into his shooting motion from 3. Again, with the official less than 5 feet from him.
He's very.
Fuck you. The device limit reached. Who was the driver you were expecting to win the 2025 championship? Actually, I don't remember at the beginning of the year who I picked, but you know, when the playoffs started, I actually had Denny.
Play with a little more discipline.
And pushed it to 15. Collin with a pull-up, leaves that one short, but Washington can't control. The Suns will get it back.
Well, just didn't get his legs under him there.
Yeah. 16 on the night for Gillespie.
Pretty sure. I mean, I have my playoff predictions video.
Very nice. It's being done by a collective.
Collin for 3. There you go.
By the way, 61% from the corners on the season for Gillespie.
How about Collin virtually being the guy you go to when Devin's off the court now? He's become sort of the number 1 option when Devin isn't in the game.
19 for Gillespie. Carrington got a screen. Well, Bouye sees an opening, floats it up high. Good one there for the save. Trying to get it to Gillespie, and Suns basketball. It went off the foot of Malachi Branham.
Great hustle by Goody.
Trace O'Neal and Booker both checking in with the extra offensive opportunity here. Wizards 11 of 25 from downtown. Suns are 13 of 33. Washington coming off a win here on their home floor last night. Knocked off the Grizzlies 116-112. Koulibaly checks in.
Collin may have a cut on his hand.
30-second timeout.
Timeout is Roger Sancho, the fight actor now. I guess
Colin Gillespie has some blood.
I still have a couple of scars on my arms from these type situations when you come over and whatever he's getting ready to put on there burns like you can't believe, and it leaves a scab and a scar that lasts for like 2 months.
Fuck that.
Deep scar.
But it stops the bleeding.
It does stop the bleeding.
No, I wouldn't even put that on there. I would just put a Band-Aid on it.
I want to remind you, the Suns will tip off the new year at Mortgage Matchup Center against the Sacramento Kings. Coming your way this Friday, January 2nd at 7 o'clock. Don't miss the energy and catch all the action live. Get your tickets now at suns.com/tickets. Kevin Ray, Rick Chapman, Amanda Bluegrad, along with our
Why would you even put that on there? It's gotta sting like hell. Like you say, just put a Band-Aid on it.
Director David Big Game Hunter Hughes and producer Ryan Bafalukas. Nick with a handoff now to Booker. Booker taking him into the paint. Couldn't get the glass to cooperate that time. Final 15 seconds of the game. Random handling the rock.
And
the screen from Bagley. Able to get past O'Neal.
Nice.
At the bucket, couldn't get it.
All right, that'll end the third quarter here. Suns still do have an 8-point lead. It's been, you know, kind of wishy-washy, but, you know, we have an 8-point lead. We are up by, like, what, 13, 14? But that'll end the third quarter. As we enter the fourth quarter here in Washington, D.C.
And how
What is this arena called? I forgot what this arena's called.
Talk to the chef. Send in the chef.
I'm gonna feel so dumb when I see it. I'll be like, oh yeah, the Capital One Arena.
Why are you dressed like that?
We don't have workers' comp insurance, so safety first.
We really need to get pie. They do workers' comp insurance for small businesses.
You should put pie on the menu.
Strawberry rhubarb.
Yes! Safety first, then pie insurance.
Our mortgage matchup. We'll close out this roadie in OH. Taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers, and what a difference this season makes. They were the talk of the league last year, blasted out of the gates, 29-4, and very different story this season at 17-16.
We took all their assistant coaches.
All right, here's the fourth quarter.
I've just laid eyes on my old teammate George Murasan down here in near the basket.
Sure. Oh, I looked down. I just now see him.
7'7".
Ooh, Bouye looks so.
Gets tangled up with the defender.
You good? Pulling that wrist. He's up though.
Converging on the big man.
Best guy ever. Remember the old NBA slogan, I love this game?
Right.
He lived that every single day. He was the first guy on the court, last guy to leave. Absolutely loved playing the game of basketball.
Still got a huge smile we can see from here as Goody with the rainbow connection right in the face of the defender Carrington.
Little rainbow connection.
First few minutes with the
Oh, lovers, dreamers, and me.
For the Suns. Got to continue to play hard as Champagne lays it in there, because the Wizards are going to continue to play hard. They've been playing better lately, and they've got a taste of winning. Got to really put it to them.
There you go, Colin.
Colin putting it to him on that one, and 21 now on the night for Gillespie. Just a ridiculously efficient night. 8 of 12, including 5 of 8 from downtown. From the corner, that one off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Richards. Lead pass up the floor. Bouye sprinting, and he saw the layup before he secured the ball. And Colin says, that's a dime.
That's exactly right. Better catch that one.
Bougier stepping out defensively. Bagley on the drive. And then a very delayed whistle after the player had gone past the baseline and missed the basket.
Or, I mean, when it's that late, or was she waiting to see if the shot went in? Because if it's a foul, it's a foul.
2 free throws here
I just
for the
don't
Wizards.
understand the delay there. Or maybe he had to yell in order to get the call.
Jordan Ott expressing his feelings on the 3-second delay.
Nick with a little
That sums it up.
commentary.
Feelings about the foul call.
Yeah, Jordan Ott's not happy.
Oh, you gotta like the crowd mics.
There is nothing like the commentary on the floor with the players.
Well, you asked me before the game, because we're up off the floor about 15 rows.
Right.
You know, do you prefer it up here on the floor? Much, I think, you know, every broadcaster prefers it on the floor for that very reason, among many others.
Right, I agree.
Gillespie on the drive, probing the baseline, circles all the way back around, drops it off now to Goodwin. Fading on the 3, really missing that one badly. 10-point game here. On the drive, 3 Suns defenders converging. Bagley there for the quick putback.
Nick is doing a magnificent job helping his teammates out.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, some stuff that may not show up on the stats sheet as he drops it off the Livers cutting baseline. But blocked away there by Bagley.
That's a heck of a pass by Nick. On
It
the
was.
Fly, on the run. That's a travel. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's a travel anymore.
Timeout Phoenix.
Timeout Suns.
6-point game.
1, 2, 3. I don't know. Suns up 6.
Bad news. Your business is only using 20% of its data. The other 80%, it's all around you. And everyone's searching for it. Untapped opportunity everywhere. Sure, you can look for it all over the place. Or you can find it in one place. HubSpot, where data that's buried in emails, call logs, and meeting notes become insights that help you grow. All the data makes all the difference.
Oh.
By 6. 9:45 to go here to fourth. This highlight brought to you by CarMax. Want to shop, buy, and sell your way? Want to drive? CarMax.
Little inbounds play. Great screen by Nick Richards. Late clock situation. Great screen by Nick. Colin gets his shoulder square. Terrific pass by Jamari Bougier for the 3.
Another tremendous outing by Gillespie. 23 minutes, 21 points. Still.
So each team has 3 timeouts left.
Suns led by 15 there in the third, but just have not been able to keep that.
Dylan missed that.
Brooks misfires there. Rebound.
Dylan's scouting, I guess, didn't really help. He was at the game last night. So-called scouting players. That didn't really work that well.
Inside, put back. Whistle and the foul for Champagnie, who will head the line.
Critical point in the game. 6-point game, 9:14 to go. Wizards going to the line. Suns really need to buckle down. Attention to detail. Get good shots. Be stingy defensively.
Made the first one.
Especially with Book on
It's a 5-point game.
Yeah, for sure.
We should be destroying this team. But though we do not have Mark Williams, we also don't have Ryan Dunn. Don't have fucking Grayson Allen. Don't have, obviously, Jalen Green.
We'll get you in on one before the road trip ends. Gillespie on the drive. Gets the roll. You know, that drive right there just epitomizes the strength that he has. That you look at him and you think not so much, but you face him and you find it's a different story.
It's like a fire hydrant.
Yeah. Wizards turn it over. 13th Washington turnover. 17 Phoenix points are the results. Suns with 19 offensive rebounds.
Looks like the Royals might get a new stadium. Why do you say that? The Chiefs did, but actually I have heard talks of the Royals maybe building a new stadium.
Good one. Takes a peek. 5 on the shot clock. Brooks driving on Champagnie.
Nice.
Nearly got him an and one.
Got him up in the air.
Dylan back to the line. 3 of 3 tonight. The Suns are 12 of 14. Wizards have been to the stripe 17 times. Devin Booker and Royce O'Neal both head to the scorers table. Will be a break.
I said it the past couple games. I miss Eddie Johnson, and I want to tell you guys, you and Eddie, Tom in the studio, Amanda. We are so fortunate to have you guys doing this stuff with us in the Valley.
Damn right.
I've been watching, of course, for years, and it really is. It's like putting on your favorite pair of slippers in the winter around the house.
It is.
Your favorite winter coat. Just hearing you guys come on the air and cover the games, we are very, very lucky to have you.
Well,
I agree with
much
that.
Appreciated. I'm pretty biased. I feel like we've got the best people.
Agreed.
Best crew.
Best crew.
And put back there by Bagley.
That is damn true.
Egoless, with the exception of TC and Eddie.
Yeah.
That's the exception of TC and
Deal
Eddie.
with those surly guys. Brooks on the turnaround, just short. Let's swing it down to Amanda.
Yeah, Rex, I just wanted to say thank you so much, and I'll be slipping you some money later for saying that.
Thanks, Amanda. You know I'm expecting.
6-point game. Champagnie able to snake his way across the lane, fighting for the rebound. The Suns come away with it. Well, that was a big miss right there, and rebound pulled down. No look dish. Good one.
DeRoyce to Dylan for 3. There you go, Dylan.
Yes.
That's Phoenix Suns basketball right there. I mean, that's the difference in a lot of nights in winning and losing games. Find the open man. Had closeouts everywhere and just sharing the ball.
That was a
Timeout, Wizards.
Yes, sir.
Point blank shot at the rim. They missed. We come back, pay it off with a 3 ball from that guy, the villain. 21 of the night. Suns by 9.
Ball movement, ball movement, ball movement for the 3 ball. Suns up 9.
Wait, Dylan has 21? He does. It doesn't feel like it.
Bad news. Your business is only using 20% of its data. The other 80%, it's all around you. And everyone's searching for it. Untapped opportunity everywhere. Sure, you can look for it all over the place. Or you can find it in one place. HubSpot, where data that's buried in emails, call logs, and meeting notes become insights that help you grow. All the data makes all the difference.
Time of the Chaz Roberts cool play. Chaz Roberts serving you since 42.
Nick Richards with the big block at the rim. Nick's had 3 blocks tonight, none more important than that one. The way he runs the court, the way he's protected the basket all night long. Huge minutes off the bench.
9 rebounds, 6 of which offensive. And just what we ordered before the game, some of that big Nick energy.
Yeah, baby.
And he has brought in his 17 minutes tonight. Let's start back on the floor here for Brian Keith's Wizards. Winners of 2 straight. It's 4-10 here on the home floor. Corner look and knocking down the 3 ball is Justin Champagnie. Of course, the identical twin of Julian, playing in San Antonio and having a tremendous campaign.
Both very good players and both very good rebounding guards.
Yeah.
Dylan for 3?
Step 3 on the
Yeah, Dylan!
Deposit from downtown D.C.
If you're one of Dylan Brooks' teammates, you got to bring it every single night because he absolutely does. Oh, he got hit in the face.
Twice.
Yeah.
I guess his scouting did work.
McCullum working the screen. Now get the switch. Oso steps out. CJ. Tough contest, forcing the miss. Kick it out on the offensive rebound. On the back tap.
Over an hour delay at New York Airport. Jokic got hurt. That's not good.
With those great hands. Look out. Dylan feels it. When he feels it, he feels it.
Working on the youngster. Gets a slide step, but they'll get him for the travel that time.
He got hung up there. He does it normally, but when Dylan sees one go in, and you can pretty much assure he's going to get another one up. Dylan from long range. Beautiful. Beautiful.
3 of 7 from downtown, 24 points. Had just 2 points in the first quarter. That came to life there in the second. Suns now 16 of 37. Knocked down 20 of 44 the game on Saturday night. Here is Sarr. Boy, and how about the job the Suns have done on Alex Sarr tonight?
How about the defensive effort of Devin Booker? I mean, that guy has come out, and when you carry a great offensive load like he does, a lot of times it takes so much out of you physically. He gives it up on both ends of the court.
McCullum with a block.
You got to keep your eye on CJ right now. He's the one veteran on this team with the turnover by Koulibaly. And if you saw any of that game, if anybody was lucky enough to see that game last night where the Wizards beat the Grizzlies at home. The young guys kind of kept the Wizards in the game the whole game, and then Chris Middleton and C.J. McCollum carried them late. So you got to really pay attention to C.J. these last 5 minutes.
Yeah, no Middleton tonight, so certainly a benefit to the Suns. Here is Collins with a handoff. Brooks not going to get a shot over that guy. Number 3 in the league in blocks. Book will line it up and downtown. Gillespie fights for it, but can't control. Carrington, second-year player, able to snare it. McCollum with a pull-up in transition. No. Long rebound, Gillespie. Drops it off to Booker. Book.
Here you go, Book.
Sliding past McCollum.
If I come back in a different life, I want to play basketball like Devin Booker. There's not a lot of guys that can play basketball and look cool doing it at the same time. He sure can.
Carrington misfires. He wanted the whistle. Gillespie with another rebound.
Nice.
It's 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 23 points for Collins. Booker can't connect on that one.
They're just determined. Book's not going to get any calls. Oh. Look at Book.
Yeah, there's been a running dialogue and even more words said with his eyes.
Book riding in for 2. It's such a, he almost looks like it's effortless. Of course, it isn't.
Koulibaly will be at the free throw line. Third-year player.
Got 4:06 left in regulation.
Overall, originally by Indiana, coming out of France.
Versatile,
Koulibaly.
long, rangy. Getting better offensively. Defensively, he's always been pretty good.
Yeah, I think the question here in DC, of course, for their fan base is, when is this constant rebuild, reset going to end? The last time they made the playoffs was in 21.
Right.
But, you know, there's been no sustained success.
Okay.
You know, you got to go back to the 17-18 season to find the last time they got back-to-back playoff appearances, and it was 2017 when they won 49 games. You had to go back to 1979 to find the last time they won 50-plus games. That was a 54-win season in 79.
Somebody
That's crazy.
asked me today, who's the best player outside of Wes Unseld in Bullets/Wizards history? And who is it? I mean, I go to like Bernard King for a year or two, but
Dylan?
those teams in the 70s, Bill Chenier and Kevin Greavy and those guys, I guess you could go, I don't know, Gilbert Arenas was here for a while and was an all-star
Nice.
here. Michael was here.
John Wall.
John Wall, yeah, John Wall definitely.
Gillespie behind the back pass, sets up Oso. A little push shot there.
There you go, Oso.
Oso, that's another thing. Oso has a lovely floater game, and I just loved seeing those go down because it just gives him more confidence to take them. He can shoot that floater from 15 feet.
Suns trying to finish the job here. Make it 4 straight. Pick up win number 19.
Here you
They
go.
generate another steal.
think we got this.
Right around this
I think we got
time
this in
is
the bag,
time
y'all.
You can usually break teams that haven't had a lot of success in the win column.
Well, and we saw that against New Orleans the other night. His book rising up over McCollum. It'll be registered as a long 2, but bucket nonetheless. And that will get a Wizards timeout.
Hopefully this is one of those back-breaking shots. Devin with the step back over C.J. McCollum. The Suns rolling.
So yeah, we're on a 4-game stream win streak. We missed 1 game in there. We lost that game.
Back here at the Capital One Arena. Take a look at.
But yeah, this will make it a 5-game stream win streak.
We will get ready to ring in the new year in Cleveland, but we'll be back home before the clock strikes midnight. Back home against the Kings and rematch against the Thunder, and then back on the road.
Teams on the road a lot to begin the new year, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, they're going to be on their quite a stretch to ring in 26. Couple of 6-game road trip, 5-game road trip with McCollum. Swings a pass outside. Alex Sarr will try his hand at the 3 ball. Won't get it. And Oso grabbing his 10th rebound of the night. So back-to-back double-figure rebounding nights.
Attaboy, Oso.
Suns just monster work on the glass tonight. Royce.
Royce for 3.
Just the roll.
That'll do it.
Sweet stroke.
So nice when your center can generate offense like that. He made a little dribble move at the top of the key and a quick pass for 3 as CJ knocks one in.
That's back-to-back games now for Royce with 5 made threes. As Brooks on the drive, rookie Johnson looking back surprised.
It's one thing, as you saw Dylan, nice pass, Book double teamed. Also, a little dribble move inside out, and then could have passed it to one of 2 guys there. Makes the right decision, gets it to Royce right in rhythm.
So 2 free throws for Dylan Brooks.
And of course, he yelled to get that call. That's one thing you learn right away when you come in the league. I remember being at my first training camp and going to the basket.
The first one.
I didn't get a call, and Robert Reed, former teammate of mine, longtime veteran in the league, pulled me aside and said, "Rex, you gotta yell when you go to the basket."
Yeah, so many things to process
that's right.
as a rookie and
just
young
yell.
player.
Just yell.
Just yell. Dylan perfect from the stripe tonight, 26 points.
Oh, come on.
We'll get the whistle and a foul there with 98 seconds left here. The Wizards' brief win streak will come to an end. They had averaged almost 122 points over the last 7 games. Scored 138 against Toronto. So this is a team that's showing flashes. And again,
2 free throws for the Wizards.
In street close.
Both teams are in the bonus for the remainder of the game.
I hate saying it, but I've got. This is the kind of game you like if you're a Wizards fan, because they played extremely well in spots. They're not going to take the win, and that preserves their lottery pick chances late in the season.
Yeah, the frustrating part for their Wizards fans is they've positioned themselves for that lottery pick, and it's that ping pong ball has not found its way to favor them, because by all accounts, Washington may have already had a Cougar flag jersey put together. As Colin with a pull-up, he's got 25. That previously in his career, of course, the career high 8 coming against the Lakers. But what a stat line for Gillespie tonight. 10 of 14, 5 of 8 from downtown, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals.
Winner.
Yeah.
He's a winner. Won at every level. And we got a man-man sighting.
Nice. Come on, Malawach. Man.
Speaks 5 languages. 19 years old. We got man-man back in the summer, and I'm sitting there with him one day. I said, "What size shoes you wear, man?" He said, 17. I said, "Man, I think you're still growing." He said, "I don't want to be 7'3" or 7'4". I said, "What, 7'2" is okay, but 7'3" is over the top?" He said, "I don't want to wear a bigger shoe." About a month later, he came up to me and said, "Rex, I'm in an 18 shoe." He's literally still growing.
5 languages. That's 5 more than I speak.
He and Rasheer Fleming, and all of our young guys, unbelievable people, but they just come to work every single day. They never complain, hungry to learn. Bright futures, all of them.
Well, and what a veteran group, players and staff to guide you.
Absolutely. You know, we got Nigel Davis in the game right now. Nigel, great.
Oh, Nigel's in the game. That's good.
Which I don't want to bring up too much because they knocked my Wildcats out of the Final Four when he was in school. Great teammate. Had an unbelievable few years.
I don't see
in
him.
Europe.
Where is he?
Come over here, and he's a valuable part of this basketball team. Comes to work every single
there
day,
he is.
smile on his face, lifting his teammates up. Fun group to be around.
And Suns will make it 4
That'll do it.
straight. They will go to 9 and
We're gonna make it 5 straight on the stream.
19 and 13 overall.
And we win 115 to 101. Suns win it. Yeah, boys.
By the experts.
And I have
That's
all
my
those
69th win on the stream. Let's go.
I have all of them.
Be sure and stay with us. Amanda's going to catch up with Colin. 29 minutes, 10 of 14, 25 points. And just again, a all-around.
Brings my stream record on the year to 15 and 8, and all time to 69 and 61.
You know, and this is another game where the Suns have gone in, went into. We weren't given those games in New Orleans, and we weren't given this game tonight. We went in and earned them, took these games.
Suns are now 12 and 4 against teams under 500.
Oh, doing a jersey swap.
Amanda.
Dylan Brooks and
Colin, I know that there was
Here's
a little
Colin.
bit of blood on the hand there. How's the hand feeling?
I don't even know what happened. There's like nothing there, kind of. But I'm good. I got guys like this that annoy me about it. My fault, brother. Look, you got blood too.
You guys are just warriors out there, but you look to, 25 points for you tonight. This is the 4th straight game that you've had 4 or more three-pointers made. Just how big has the basket been looking from beyond the arc?
When you're playing with guys like Devin Booker, it makes it a lot easier. So my teammates have been finding me.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. I can't fuck with you. Oh my God.
What did he say?
Yeah, dog. Yeah, when you got
Is something
guys
about
like
Fuckles?
that,
What?
DB, Book, Mr. Consistent. Thanks, brother. All right.
That's the new nickname now.
No, that's Dave's Villain Jr., but he's been consistent for us every night, getting us going every single night, every single day. So we appreciate you for your hard work.
Oh, I appreciate that, brother. Yes, sir. See you back there. Now, I got great teammates, guys finding me, and then obviously Book has a lot of gravity on the floor. I've always said that, and it's good to be playing with him. I can't wait to get Jalen back, too.
And you guys look 19 offensive rebounds for 26 second chance points. Just what did you see from the overall level of activity tonight, especially knowing that you were without Mark Williams?
Yeah, obviously the energy in here, you got to bring your own energy every night, especially tonight. So we rely on guys like Goody for that. Goody got us going in the first half with a lot of offensive rebounds, and then obviously everybody else contributing off the bench for us. And then Oso was great for us tonight on the glass. So it's a collective effort, but a lot of guys stepped up.
Colin, thanks so much. You want to keep the nickname then, Villain Jr. still?
Sure, whatever everybody else likes.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Colin. It's a shame these guys don't like one another.
Yeah, they all hate each other.
That's the reason.
Really toxic clubhouse.
Teams win. That interview is a shining example of one of them.
115-101. Don't forget the next Suns game Wednesday afternoon. Suns conclude this roadie in Cleveland against the Cavaliers. Suns game time gets things started at 1 o'clock. Our Iron Tire crew, our director David Big Game Hunter Hughes, producer Ryan Babalukas, Savannah Bluegrad, King Rex. I'm Kevin Ray saying so long, good night from downtown D.C. Now stay tuned for Suns Game Time Post Game, sponsored by Sweet James with your host Tom Leander and Tom Chambers.
Alrighty. Suns win it tonight, 115 to 101. What a good night it was against the Wizards here in Washington, D.C. For the Washington Wizards, Jameer Watkins had 3 points. Bilal Coulibaly had 13. Alex Sarr had 2. Trey Johnson had 24. Oh, damn. CJ McCollum had 17. Bub Carrington had 10. Marvin Bagley had 7. Justin Champagne had 11. Will Riley had 10. Malachi Branham had 4. AJ Johnson had 0. Anthony Gill had 0. And then Sharif Cooper and Tristan Vukovic both did not play. For the Phoenix Suns, Dylan Brooks had 26 points. Royce O'Neal had 15. Osa Ighodaro had 6. Devin Booker had 22. Colin Gillespie had 25. Jordan Goodwin had 14. Nick Richards had 2. Jamari Bouye had 2. Bashir Fleming had 0. Isaiah Livers had 3. Kamon Malawach had 0. Nigel Hayes-Davis had 0. And then obviously Mark Williams didn't play because of his 1-game suspension. So he'll be back on Wednesday. And so will I. I will be back on Wednesday. That game is at 3. 3 or 3:30? Is it 3 or 3:30 on Wednesday? It's 3:30. So yeah, I'll be live at 3:30 for the game against the Cavaliers New Year's Eve. I'm actually able to do it this year because it's an early day game. So that's nice. So yeah, I'll see you guys Wednesday afternoon for a rare day game. But yeah, we'll have a day game. And yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching, and